It happened to me with my YouTube channel. I always say to myself, I'll start next week, but I never did. So before I start the video, I hope you and I pray for our brothers and sisters in Palestine. May Allah be with them. May Allah make them stronger and stronger and stronger. And also, more importantly, prevail. They're really suffering. And you cannot, by any way, shape, or form, not be on their side. Like it's impossible. Children are dying. That's not acceptable. Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I just wanted to talk about a topic that I think many of us struggle with in our lives at some point. Like if you haven't, maybe you will, maybe you have, I don't know. So yeah, and that is procrastination. Procrastination is when you are supposed to finish something by a certain time and then you just go over that time. Like you don't do it. Sometimes you don't even try, right? So you just delay things. You say maybe tomorrow, maybe next week, but you never start, you never do it. And why is that happening in our lives? Like why is it? Like I'm gonna share with you my own experience because I had that before and I still have, but you know, I'm trying to get over it. Maybe I thought to myself, why not sharing things that I am implementing in my daily life? Maybe that will help you too. First things first. You need to understand procrastination. Procrastination is more than just laziness. Maybe you say to yourself, well, I'm just lazy. You know, I don't do stuff because I'm lazy. And you just put the blame on laziness, all of it. But the funny thing is, it's not about laziness. Procrastination is often a result of fear. Fear of perfectionism. You want to do something perfect. You're like saying to yourself, if it's not perfect, I'm not gonna start or do things. Matter of fact is, why? Because I was afraid of making a terrible video. But then I said to myself, well, I have the same experience with my Instagram, but your first videos are your worst videos anyway. So why am I procrastinating? Why am I saying I have to make it perfect? Why? I just start. People will eventually like you, and then you build a communication bond with them, and then they will trust you. Hopefully you trust me. I'm making this video in a forest and so many people are looking at me, but I don't care. That's not gonna hold me back not to make my video. I don't care because I want to talk to you guys. So that's number one. Understand that procrastination is a result, most of the time it's a result of your own fears not to do something perfect or the way you want, right? So just put that away and start do things. This is a very good tip if you want to improve your tasks and do them the time they should be done. When you divide or sort of like try to break your tasks into like measurable chunks. I'll tell you what I mean by that. One effective way to defeat procrastination is when you divide your tasks into smaller kind of like chunks, measurable chunks. This not only makes your tasks feel less daunting, but it also allows you to be more consistent. Also, try to use a planner, like a calendar or something, to prioritize which tasks go first in terms of urgency and importance. You don't have to start like all over the place. You need to prioritize which ones go first. And that to me is really time saving. 3, I like this one a lot because it's more about being organized. Like you have to set up specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound, smart goals. Because when you do that, it's gonna provide you with more clarity and motivation. So I give you an example. Instead of saying, I'll finish this task someday, try setting a deadline. Don't say someday. Try to be specific. Try to say, like, for example, today what is today? Today is Friday. I'll finish this by, it depends on the difficulty of the tasks, and also try to break that task into smaller chunks. And then you set a deadline and you say, I'll finish this next week. And don't say just next week, next Friday. Trust me, this will help you be more organized. Like a to-do list or a checklist. It's like every day you try to check one. You have to do it to check it, right? This way, you will have kind of like a clear roadmap to follow, and you also feel like a sense of accomplishment. You feel like you're doing something eventually. Try that, it's really good. Last but not least is to accept imperfection. Because when you embrace imperfection and rather focus on progress over perfection, you'll be more likely to take action and move forward with your own goals and objectives. It's okay to make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. You're gonna be a fool if you think you're going to do something like so perfect, because you're not. There has to be like some mistakes here and there, but you try your best is what makes it perfect. So it's perfect for you. Mistakes are there to learn. But again, as I always say, it's more about consistency. I'll leave you with a quote by Denzel Washington. He said, "Without commitment, you never start. But more importantly, without consistency, you'll never finish." So it's not about perfection. It's about consistency. It's about being there. It's about like being organized, right? So if you got all of these done, ready, and that's your roadmap, trust me, procrastination is never going to be a problem for you. And so there you have it, 4 practical tips and strategies to overcome procrastination. I hope you liked the video, and if you did, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more content like this. And yeah, and see you when I see you next week, inshallah. Peace out.